Tesh Talk. It's been a while since I've actually done another video, but today I'm going to be specifically talking about something that's been bothering me lately. It's the subscription model slash Sony pulling the plug on physical media. Now, I'll get to that. I've grown up in the generation of Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, GoldenEye, Mario Kart, just games. I love video games, and a lot of people my age feel the same way. So we're a gaming generation. One of the greatest things about gaming is your console and your physical games. Having that, buying your CD or your cartridge, chucking it in, and then just having a game. Like you buy it, you bought it, you own it, it's yours. And then you can, take it out again, play it, share with the kids or swap with mates. That was something we could do. And now you've got something like this happening. Physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. I'm not going to be purchasing a premium price, paying at a premium price of $100 AUD for a digital copy, only for them to just arbitrarily delete my games or history or whatever if they lose a license like they've done before. There was a case where Sony deleted movies that people bought. Sony's deleting 500. There you go. Here we go. So Sony's deleting 550 more movies and TV shows you bought on PlayStation because you don't really own your digital purchase. See, this is the kind of thing that they can pull in the future, which is frustrating. Now, you, as a hardworking person, have purchased this. It's yours. So I don't give a shit if Sony have lost the license. It's your movie. It's yours. I think it's horseshit. I really do. I think it's a big up yours to your everyday people like myself who work hard and enjoy gaming. And I think the best way to combat this sort of thing is just with your wallet. GTA 6, a nightmare or a blip for the biggest video game of the year. Now, they talk about the leak happening, and I think I've got a video over here.
Oh dear, it's not a good week to be Rockstar Games, is it? Not only have they been slaving away on GTA 6 for what feels like decades at this point, with more delays, setbacks and budget overruns than a Scottish government construction project, but just as they're finally gearing up to release the most anticipated game of the millennium, a group of absolute mad lads hacked their way into Rockstar servers and leaked footage of the game online, threatening to spoil the ending, and if the latest revelations are true, they've even gotten their hands on an almost complete build of the game that they could release anytime they want if their demands are not met.
Now, I'll link the full video in there. That's from the Critical Gamer. Great content. Now, I've got to watch the whole video myself, but I've seen snippets online and through Reddit and what have you. If this is true, I don't care. I honestly don't care if Rockstar lose millions of dollars as a result. They're not releasing the game on physical media. They're charging you $150 Australian for a digital copy of the game. And I just think it's ridiculous. Now, it's just a cash grab. It's just corporate greed. It's insulting. It really is. And it's frustrating to see that this is how we're going with. This is how the world and how the gaming industry is operating. And this is going on in every aspect. And I say this because I was making music and I needed to expand my library of sounds, right? So I thought, okay, let's have a look at this Roland. See if there's any plugins I can buy for maybe $100. And then it's like, oh, you can pay a fee of $200 and get one synth, but why not get all of them on a subscription base? And you think, oh, that's not a bad idea. But then when you realize that you've got your Netflix and your Spotify, and I'm not arguing, I'm grateful for those services because I think it's decent. But at the same time, it's everything is a subscription model. Everything that you that should be able to be as a standalone product is a subscription model. It's like, when's too much, too much? And I think this is it. It's the nostalgia of having physical media and cartridges and gaming. It's sharing, like I said, sharing with your friends. Like, not everyone can afford $150 for a game. These bastards are effectively killing a market where secondhand games. It's like, here, you can trade in a couple of games for this game, and it's frustrating. It's like, like I said, not everyone can afford this, and I just think it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna be not buying GTA 6. I don't care. I've got so many other games I can play anyway. And a friend of mine says, mate, you can even borrow my console. Like, sweet gesture. But how ridiculous is that? Borrow a console. So I've seen some comments. If they were saying something like, oh, look, piracy isn't stealing then. Well, if owning isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing, And I think rightly so. Like, good on them. Like, I've had enough. And I think a lot of other people are in the same boat as well. Like, to hell with these giant corporations and their greedy model and the greedy bullshit that they're doing. But they're not making the games any cheaper. No. They're marking it all up. And everything in now has just gone through the roof. So I drew the line. I spoke in my wallet when I said, no, I'm not subscribing to this role. And good on them. They're not getting money from me. It's like death by 1,000 cuts, and I just got to draw the line just to save money. Like, I'm not made of money. I'm not your deadmau5 or your superstar music producer that's making thousands of dollars. I'm just an enthusiast, just someone who's passionate about music and gaming. And I just enough for me to say, no, enough's enough. I'm not doing it. So I'd like to know what you guys think as well. Am I a lone ranger in this one, or are there a lot of people out there? I think there's a lot of people out there, and I think the people are like the hackers. Maybe Rockstar and Sony should listen. I mean, this is what the people want, right? It's like, oh, everything's fine unless you start causing an upset to the rich people and taking money away from them, right? So I just think maybe they just got to listen and say, well, you know what, maybe this is a dumb idea, just so they can save a couple of bucks. That's enough from me. Take care. See you in the next one.